So some stuff's been happening, and part of that stuff is the realization that all this time, my whole life, I've been operating with a brain that is these days labeled as ADHD. And I've been coming to grips with what that means, what it has meant for me in my past, and what it now means in the state that I'm in now. And whereas a standard brain works in a linear fashion, an ADHD brain, labelled such because it looks like there's something wrong with it because it can't go in this straight line, is actually working on multi-dimensional, multifaceted level all the time. So, of course, if you're trying desperately to fit into a system that wants you to funnel yourself in one direction like this continually, and your brain's not doing that, your brain is connected to like a web instead of a line, then you're in connection with many points all at the same time. And to a linear system, that seems chaotic and haphazard. And of course, if you're being trained to try and put yourself and your energy into that linear system, your system is going to get stuffed up. It's not going to work. The fact that you're able to put your fingers in many pies at the same time isn't appreciated, and you're being forced to try and squeeze yourself into the established system. And what I found that did for me is that it completely blocked all areas. Like, I would have so many things going on that I wasn't aware of because I wasn't trained in that way. It was all just seemingly very chaotic. And then trying to funnel myself into a linear system just meant I had shutdown. That's what happened, shutdown. Whether it was in my house, whether it was in the school, whether it was in anything at all really, except things that I was really very, very interested in. And so I think we're having to establish some new kind of paradigm these days. We're having to establish some new way of being. Certainly it feels very different to be here now than it did even just 10 years ago. And I think everybody can say that. It feels very different now. So ADHDers out there, why don't you try surrendering? Why don't you try meditation? Because what I'm telling you is, if you can quiet the fuzz and the noise in your brain, what you're left with is being connected to the web of life. Just like the Hopi Indians all the Indians talked about, a pure connection to the web.